In this video, I'll be showing you how to use Redstone Comparators to build yourself your own classic Jeb door. So yes, today I will not working with the redstone. We're not basically working on the redstone creation today, but if I'm like in the mood, maybe I'm in a good mood so far. It's because I just want to show you guys basic comparators because you guys have been wanting me to show you what secret hacks of what comparators do. They're like the same thing as redstone repeaters, so but different. So basically, the easy step is that basically in our last video we basically made this funhouse mirror. Looks kind of cool. So if you want to know how to use these secret hacks of using comparators, you will need these steps. You'll need some comparators, torches, redstone lamps, chests, and light blue wool. So if you're in survival mode, if you don't know the crafting recipe to make a comparator, it's 3 stones, 2 redstone torches, redstone, and crystals. So the basic part is that here's the first step on how it works. So when you place a comparator like right here, you'll get the reality. So basically it can only go this way. If you're facing this way, it will go this way. If it's facing this way, it will go this way. If it goes this way, it will be that way. Or if it goes this way, it will go this way. So mostly flip-flopping like these, like right here, like this goes that way, while this right here goes this way. So kind of a toggle. And then how it works is when you turn this on, you can only activate when it's turned on. And I don't know, place like redstone or something, and then maybe place the redstone torch right here. And then there's a light you in the moon right there. So that's the first secret hack to you guys. You should already know what comparators are. If you guys don't know what that is, then go look it up in the Minecraft All About Handy book. I'm gonna look at it next. I'm gonna look at the curriculum. I'll get back to you guys when I'm done. Another cool way of comparators is that comparators are really effective. So, for example, I'm gonna place a comparator again. I'm gonna face it this way. Then take out my redstone torches, and then place a line of redstone coming down, and then that turns on. And then if you look again, I will do the same thing on the other side as well. If I create a little circuit wire, see? So, and the main part, if I add them down into the middle, then watch this. It should light up this right here. Now, turn that on right there. So, that's another basic step number 2 is to learn how to use how circuits are working with this. Little step number 2 of how to circuit a repeat comparator. So, basic infantry about this is that most comparators are not that fundamental. When you take a look at a repeater, it's fundamental, but this is actually moderated. It's like a custom, like one of Mojang's mods they add. So it can be effective with an observer, but it's mostly known as a flip-flop, like a second pulse shortener. There are somewhat effective to clock circuits, though. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're effective to clock circuits, and they're also kind of a build used for like your deluxe lighting system house, or maybe like an elevator, or the classic Jeb door, or a like TNT trap. But like I said, you can use any creation you want with those comparators. Alright, I'm gonna go look at the curriculum next, and I'll look when I'm back at you guys when I get back. Another cool way of how comparators work is that comparators can actually turn on redstone lamps. So for example, I'm gonna place a comparator right here, and then we're gonna have, I think, maybe some basic redstone just coming like this way. Just like this right here. We're gonna be basically building another another mod of this. So if I add redstone here, so I'm just gonna do the basic circuit wiring. You guys don't have to do this if you want. You can do it with the other one as well. I'm just doing another one so that I know I should be wasting room. But so this turns on. All right. Abbreviate this by turning this on, and then you're gonna create a redstone wire, and you can see this is darkened right here. Why? Well, because the reason why this on is because this right here is on. So let me show you, for example. So when you look correctly at this, let me take a hold on a second. So basically, when you look closely, if I place a redstone lamp right there, it doesn't turn on. So that's like a little secret detail that Mojang put in, is that when you have this on right here, it will not light the block up. So you need to turn that off. And once you have everything right here, it should light up this right here. So this is mostly step 3 of how that comparators can actually circuit and turn on a redstone lamp. Now, be proactive. Keep in mind, I'm gonna go on a limb here. Some redstone lamps do kind of activate during diagonals. So if you place one like right next to it, that turns on. If you place one on the top, that turns on. If you place a corner one, this doesn't turn on. So let me show you for example. If I make a corner one as well, this doesn't turn on. Or if I come up here, see, these don't turn on. But if I do this right here, this doesn't turn on either because there's nothing to turn on with. So take another idea of how you can use comparators to do your little redstone lamps little circuit. I'm gonna take a look at the curriculum next. I'll be right back. For the next step of redstone comparators, mostly redstone comparators don't activate all redstone lamps that often. Basically, if it's away from the comparator, it will not light up. But if it's close to the comparator, but if you use redstone with it, it will work. But if you use a redstone lamp and within redstone that doesn't turn on due to the wire circuit right here, then it will not turn on. So I basically I would like a redstone torch here and then place like some redstone there with a comparator. Then next step here, I'm gonna go ahead and create like a little set here. So I'm gonna place some right here, and then I'm gonna place I'm gonna place another redstone torch right there, and then come from that redstone torch and then come all the way over here, and then create another circuit, and I'll place a redstone lamp right there. So that's an easy way of how you can imagine your stuff. Actually, I'm gonna delete that real quick and put some redstone right there. It will look more easier. So yeah, you could do zigzags with redstone. I really recommend not to because it will not work. It'll just look more crappy. And then for over here, if you're a basic person that wants to create redstone, so for example, if you place redstone over here, and if you like come up here, and if you place a redstone lamp right here, this will not turn on. Or if you place any comparators, like for this example, the way to turn it on is to, let me try something. If you turn this on, it doesn't do nothing. So that's another way. Cause listen, if you look, there's no comparator that's connected to here. So in order to turn that block on, you'll need to actually add a comparator so that it could turn on. So for example, if I let me face that way. So if I turn it on, then if I place two redstone torches on the side here, and if I place redstone coming this way and this way, look, it lights up that block. Now this is not magic. It's not magic. It's because I placed 2 redstone torches beside this comparator, and the redstone torch did all the trick. Mostly does all the work. It turns on this right here. And don't try placing a redstone torch on top of a redstone lamp because it just burns it out immediately. So this is like another step that you can use. It's how that you cannot connect that most redstone and comparators do not basically use to connect with redstone lamps. I'm gonna take a look at the next step and then I'll get back to you guys. For this last little step right here, for this next step here, for the last and final step, is that mostly redstone comparators do not actually meet the goals and needs to turn all these blocks on. So basically you're gonna, like, we'll call this step of the little redstone comparator redstone lamp game. So for the first we're gonna place down, my dog just came in barging into the room. So I'll just place like 2 blue wool here, facing away from each other. Then for the chest here, the reason why you place chests here is because so you can place like your items in here. And then I want to have a comparator that's facing this way. It's part of the trick right here. And then be sure. So you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you want, you can. Like a little game right here. All right, back. And then for this next one, I place at least 5 redstone lamps on each one. So yeah, 5 redstone lamps. And now here's the part. When you place redstone on them, here's the little trick. The trick is that you place redstone on here, and if you turn this on, wait a second. 1 sec. Okay guys, I'm back. So I look at the curriculum again. So basically this how this works is if you place redstone all over these blocks here, it doesn't light up actually. If you either place a repeater or a comparator, it doesn't light this up really easily. The main reason is why is because it only depicts on the most heavy objects that go in the chests. So for example, if I take let's see what we got here. If I take a bed for example. If you look at that closely, you'll see it only turns on 2 blocks because the bed ain't heavy. Or if I place in a block of quartz, see, it doesn't do nothing because you're not allowed to only place 1 item in there, so it allows to light up the redstone lamps. So like that for example. So if we get rid of the bed, stop Steven. If we get rid of if we get rid of the item that you have in there, then it won't be in there no more. See, if you place like a block there, it doesn't even contain nothing. So I'm gonna show maybe a little upgrade. So first, I'm gonna grab myself some heavy pressure plates, maybe some looms, and then I'll grab myself maybe a minecart. Do a little examination. So it only depicts on the object that you placed. I'll call you back. For example, this one here is 2 blocks. If you put more than like 53 objects in here, if you put in how much numbers like it's in there. Stop. Sorry. It'll be like that. Or if you place, maybe we'll take a cookie for example. If you only place a cookie in here, it only does 2. It only depends on the object that you put in. It only creates an output signal. Like if you turn these on, they don't do nothing. I'll try this last one. Maybe a comparator. See, stop. It only depicts how much space you have. Now, I might go on a limb here. Look on the back. There's no way, if you put like a redstone torch right there, it doesn't do nothing. The only way to know how many objects you could put in here, it only depicts on the object's weight and velocity. So, it only lights up 2 blocks. So this is kind of like a little cool challenge you can do yourself. So come up with any ideas of comparators, like I said, for example, like maybe these comparators could be like, it could be like a pulse shortener, or stop. Sorry guys, or like a clock circuit, or like a secret piston trapdoor, or an elevator, or like the classic Jeb door, maybe this funhouse mirror, that lava bed trap, or that fireplace entrance. I mean, it's up to you guys. Create something and then just share it in the comments. Anyways, I'll upload a little bit later, guys, so I can show you another tutorial. Like a Hellcat.